Alright, there's a lot of other ways we could have prioritized this. We could have gone after the bee boxes. Um, could have gone for more crock pots. Could have worked harder to find the, what you call it, the gear for the refrigerator. Could have made the top hat, but the problem is we're not going to have a sewing kit, so it would probably wear out on us. Uh, lightning rod. I'm kind of torn here. Okay, I want all of those, but I don't want this to go to... And I'd really like to go after that... Alright, what happens if we do this? Drop that, drop that. Let's see if we can get another beefalo here. Now you can burn them to death in the night, which might actually be the best thing to do. Now I should have checked to see how much more was up here as far as the herd. And there's our horn. So we have our beefalo horn. Although actually we should have picked it up last. Now I don't know if we can get through the winter on one. Puffy vest is probably going to be an issue. Shit. One of these days we'll be ready for them. Oh shoot, I can't pick anything up. I think after all this time I would have figured that out. Oh, and I didn't get stuff on... Oh, I know why I didn't. Okay. Now you can see without these drying racks how badly screwed we'd be. It was something I used in Adventure. Son of a beast whacker. Have I got room anywhere? Willow may be eating a lot of jerked meat. Howdy, hi, we're back with Mr. Information Bunny, and he's going to be a tired, sad bunny by the time this series is over because I am not good at this. That's one reason I never got into it very deep. What you should have just seen on the screen is night hands. Uh, and I had to switch over to Wiki to see this. What Wiki, it's under hallucinations in Wiki, and it's like if you had it on a piece of paper, it'd be more than a page. So anyway, if your sanity's around half, you start seeing hallucinations, and there's exact numbers in Wiki. So don't. If you really need to comment, it isn't exactly half. It's half plus 1/10%. You know, feel free to do that. But anyway, if you want all the exact numbers, please look at Wiki. In fact, on some of this, you're going to have to anyway. Night hands extend from the shadows. While not directly attacking the player, night hands will attempt to do damage by putting out fires. When stepped on, they will shrink away to the darkness momentarily, but will repeatedly come back. All right, running towards one of the night hands until the player is in complete darkness will cause it to vanish, but you'll actually see it go poof. You can think you've destroyed it and it'll still come back. So you have to make sure the damn thing's gone. And if you're running into, I recommend doing it with a torch or a miner's hat or whatever. Probably early on, it's going to be a torch. If I tell you it's a torch, you chase it with a torch, assume that a miner's hat will work too, please. They can extinguish a very low burning campfire. Supposedly that's rare, but I've had lots of people have it happen to them in wintertime during a deer clops attack with hounds. They also have an insanity aura. This is the hands of -40 a minute. So when you're stepping on them or have them in your campfire with you, you're taking a huge sanity hit. So the best thing, if at all possible, is to chase them into the night and get rid of them. Now this says there can be up to 3 at one time. Now I've never seen that personally, but I've seen 2 very frequently. It also mentions that even if your sanity is over half, sometimes they can come. And as far as all the other hallucinations, there's eyes, there's things with little antlery things, there's Mr. Skits. You need to look all that up because it's more than a page of information on the different hallucinations, those black things that appear in the darkness or sometimes in the light because I let Willow's sanity get low. Now there's more on it. If there's 3, each one causes less damage to the fire. Like I said, there's a lot of information. Basically, they damage your sanity, they damage your fire. If it's raining, if it's winter, if you come under a hound or deer clops attack, they could be extremely dangerous. So it's best to get rid of them. To avoid the problem in winter or whenever, keep your sanity up is the only thing I could say. There's a tip. It says a second fire nearby cancels the hands altogether for the night. Now, I've never personally tried that. Sometimes there's a bug where you're unable to drive the night hand away. I had that happen, and I had to reload an old game because it trashed my camp. There was permanently a night hand stuck in my camp forever. And I don't know what to tell you. It's only happened once ever. And then there's some other crap about it. Now we have to move on to other things that I'm going to insert at other times here. I'm going to go ahead and pause, and this might screw up the lip sync on this whole thing. And I just don't know another way to do it. There's too much information to try to write in the description. And somebody commented last time I did this that they was creepy looking at my face. Now, if you have a problem with looking at my face, please look away. All right, let me find the next little thing I need to put in there. Actually, I think we could make, I don't know if we should make the top hat or not. No, we should wait for daylight is what we should do. Now, the talisman's supposed to be better than the... occurred to me that I've had that amulet so many times and I almost never use it. I didn't think to explain it. The ring, the thing, it looks like a ring with a big red gem, but really it's a necklace you wear around your neck. Now it takes the place of your backpack or your armor, and that's why I've never used them. However, what it does is it resurrects you. It's a wearable magic item. You can craft one, but that's kind of down the road. If you want the recipe, please look it up in your game on your magic items or look in Wiki. And it's under Amulet in Wiki. Uh, has a 10% chance to appear when a grave is dug. Takes a shadow manipulator to make it. There are 3 ways to be resurrected in the game. One is by using a meat effigy, another is by wearing an amulet, and the last is by activating a touchstone. And it'd be better for you to look up meat effigy, touchstone, and amulet on Wiki than for me to sit here with the game stopped and try to read all this. Basically, if you're wearing the amulet and you die, you will be resurrected the next day. Any surrounding enemies are put to sleep. They'll still be there, but they'll be asleep. The amulet is destroyed. It mentions that it increases sanity, which is something I'd never tried to use it for, but it's because you have to lose your backpack, and it's, I don't know, two a minute isn't all that much, or it doesn't seem like it to me. It's worth noting that the character is resurrected wherever he or she died, but your enemies will be asleep. So you can grab your stuff, but you got to be really careful not to hit any of them because you're not going to be in good shape. You can stack them up to 20. Yeah, what it says, it's best to only equip in combat if you're in imminent danger of death. And, you know, it's kind of hard when you're dancing around thinking, oh, well, crap, I'm going to die, and push the button to switch the amulet over. And if you don't make it in time, you're just dead, and you switched the last of your armor for an amulet you didn't get in time. But, you know, that's up to you. There are people that use them. Okay, anyway, the firehounds. I had those 5 firehounds by that fire staff. I have not attacked those because it's a little iffy getting all of them killed. They're going to start a fire. It'll burn up grass. They could potentially destroy beefalo. If you destroy all your beefalo, you're not going to get more beefalo, so you don't want that to happen. So I'm kind of saving those firehounds till it's convenient to have like some extra health stuff for Willow, and I can run them up to the northeast. And if they catch fire, it won't hurt Willow anyway, and I can kill them. But I don't want them to kill out the beefalo or to negatively affect her health until I get that whole thing sorted out. It is quite possible she could kill them off right now. In fact, I'm quite sure I could, but it's not worth the risk gain isn't in my favor, I don't think, because it's just a fire staff and there's very little I can do with that I need to do. So, but that's why I'm leaving those 5 firehounds and that fire staff there. And there's going to be stuff I'm going to miss. I've played the game so long that, you know, like the night hands, I didn't even think about them. There's the beefalo in heat. There's just so much in the game now. It's like if I see a frog, I need to tell you that frogs hunt in packs. And if you kill one frog, they don't hunt in packs, but if you attack one, fight one, other frogs will either spawn or join him, or could, not necessarily will, but could. And you could wind up fighting a pack of frogs. And it's hard to think every time I see a frog that needs, you know, that at some point I need to tell you that. But there's just, you know, it's like if you attack a bee, you're going to have to fight a bunch of red bees from the hive. Every time I see a bee, I'm probably not going to think of that. So there's going to be things. But the night hands was pretty significant. The amulet, early on, it's another way to stay alive. The thing I never liked was it knocks out your armor and your or your backpack. Anyway, Mr. Information Bunny's through hopefully for a while. Alright, now what happens here? I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. I don't know, it's hard to tell. Eh. Okay, what do we want now? The other crock pots? Oh, and more traps. Oh, we didn't make our beefalo hat. Oh, and we need chests. We need chests big and bad, unfortunately. Dum 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 dum. Set it up there. Okay, now. Yeah, we need crock pots, and kills me about that damn refrigerator. Oh well. Oh, what I wanted to do was see what's in all these backpacks. Alright, that one's full of bunnies. That one's full of bunnies. That one's full of bunnies. So we're in real good shape, actually. It just, there's kind of like no sign of us being in good shape. Now, when people tell me they're not doing well in the winter or in the game, there's a lot of different ways you can not do well in the game. So if you kind of give me a clue as to what's screwing you up, it would be a help. Alright, what we need is wood. Well, and stupid not to collect the bunnies. What have I got? I got room for anything in here. Now what? But see, we haven't done any exploring. I don't know. If I were starting from scratch and Don't Starve, I would seriously consider playing the long summer game. You know, I don't understand what the stigma or the embarrassment or whatever there is about that, but it gives you time to learn the game before your feet are in the fire. Okay, now we've got to have wood. And we need more grass too, but and we ought to get all the stickies we can. And do as much baby talk as we can. Now you can make boomerangs and collect gobblers if you want to. I don't know if I'm going to screw up by collecting berries one more time. I don't know if they can grow in 3 days. Probably not. Like I said, if we had gone after the bee boxes earlier, it might have made a big difference because honey ham heals. And if we'd been someplace close to a lot more silk. See, in a long summer, not to preach, but you can destroy a lot of spiders on your travels without destroying the ones close to home, and you wind up with like a whole stack of silk to work with. Because even if we had, even if we get the hound's teeth to make the, the sewing kit, we're not going to have the silk to make it. Because what we need to do is kill a big nest in order to get an egg to plant it someplace where we can harvest it on a regular basis. The thing is, the ones we could have harvested on a regular basis were up in the forest where there's no food. Alright, the other way to get rid of these is to plant pine cones. And I don't normally do that because you don't really solve the problem. But I don't feel like dealing with one right now. I got too much stuff to do. See, our winter hat that I built for Sanity is already a quarter down. And if it goes all the way down, it's gone. Although our Sanity's holding up very well. Now, any grass that you have not harvested, transplanted, will poop out grass forever. It's only when it's transplanted that it needs to be fertilized. Okay, get that out of your hand. I'm probably going to make a chest for food as long as I don't have anything other way to do it. And we might actually make some prototypes this winter to help with Sanity. Oh, I had another axe, didn't I? Alright, what do I got here that we can get? I am not fond of not having that. No, shoot, I should have done that. Blah, 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 blah. In fact, I know they won't go back in 2 days. However, it'll give us an idea of what we have. What I wanted to do was burn trees for charcoal. Now we're going to be having to gather grass all winter long. Oh, to hell with it. We'll catch those later. We're going to be needing to do grass all winter. I used all my... Alright, where is... Alright, there's a stand of woods up here. Oh, I don't have the silk to catch the bees if I wanted to. Alright, shovel, shovel. Now normally I would make nice plantings and neat little stands of trees to burn, but this will be quicker. biggest problem as I see it is we've got nothing to heal with. Shit. I probably should have gone over and got this damn pig